Delightfully different and dangerously delicious. That's one way to describe Ogma Brewing Company, located in downtown Jackson. Ogma's amazing food, rad vibes, and thoughtfully crafted beers take going out to a new level. Co-owner Andrew Volk and crew have utilized all the space in this building to create a rockin' atmosphere that will keep people coming back again and again. I'm excited and hungry, so let's get started with Food Circus Ogma Brewing Company style.
Excited to have you guys. I've seen a few episodes, so just happy to be part of it. But yeah, no, like I said, we're just happy to be open, man. We opened the night before Thanksgiving last year, 2021, so we're kind of coming up on a year. Excited about that.
Right around the corner.
Yeah, absolutely. The beers have gone great. A lot of good feedback on them, and like you mentioned, the food is it's been a hit. So I'm excited to talk about it.
Yeah, there's if once you see the menu, it's not like your typical bar food menu. I mean, it's got some really neat, unique things that you won't really find anywhere else, but that really sound incredible.
Yeah.
And it's not overly complicated. I mean, it's a nice, concise menu, and the brews, you have a really nice beer menu as well. You gentlemen and ladies make that on site?
Absolutely, yeah. We're the brewery is out back. Troy is the head brewer. He's been brewing now for about 12 years, around there.
Awesome.
So, yeah, he's been killing it with the beers. It's honestly, I mean, he's probably always thinking of improving on his craft, but he hasn't missed a beer yet, and yeah, we're just so stoked on that.
And you told me that you got a guy, the chef in the kitchen, Thomas. I got to meet him real briefly a few minutes ago, but you said that he pretty much came up with the menu. You guys all, I'm sure, try it and go over it, but it looks amazing.
Yeah.
And he seems like a young kid. Like, he's pretty passionate about it, isn't he?
Yeah, man, he's creative. He is passionate about it, and you know, he's hard on himself. So he's got a standard that he works hard to meet. So.
That's awesome. So tell me a little bit about what you guys are thinking about doing for us today. Do you have any idea what they're going to be whipping up, or?
Yeah. Thomas had mentioned the Polish fried rice, which is a hit here.
Wow.
You know, we started off with it when we opened, and then it took a little vacation in the summer.
Sure.
But we brought it back probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, and people have been thrilled. I think he's got a few more things planned. I'll let him take it from there, though.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about the brew you're drinking.
Yeah, well, this is a Doom Claw. It's an American IPA. It's one of the first ones that we released when we opened, so it's kind of stuck around and been a staple. Yeah, it's a 7% IPA. Can't beat that.
And as far as the menu, of course, you guys have a few hors d'oeuvres, and I've heard the hummus is amazing.
Oh, yeah. It's I try to limit myself to maybe one order a week, just to be safe. But yeah, it's so good. Like, I really think it's in at least the conversation of like top 10 in the state.
No kidding.
It's phenomenal, and it's something so simple, but dang, it's good.
Well, depending on what you're using to grind up those chickpeas, and it's a few simple base ingredients, but you can do a lot with it.
Absolutely. Yeah, garlic sauce goes a long way. I'll say that.
And garlic sauce is awesome, dude. So show me a little bit about the place. You guys have merch too, which is for sale, and your logos are fantastic.
Yeah, we put a lot of emphasis on just the branding right from the start. Even before opening, we always wanted to come off as, something that people would embrace and want to support and don and wear around town,
Yeah.
So, yeah, image is huge,
And skateboards, is that a throwback for you guys?
So absolutely not me, but Kevin and Troy were the skaters. Kevin still is a skater.
Wow, no kidding.
At the ripe age of 40, he's still out there occasionally.
Good for him, dude.
Yeah, no, all about that culture. I just physically was not talented enough to be one of those guys.
Sure, no, man. I mean, at my age, it's just dangerous. So we don't want to go to the hospital. We want to enjoy beer and good food, brother.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the names for your brews. How'd you guys come up with those?
Well, all of our
names
names
great stuff.
have 2 words. That's been kind of a rule that kind of came out of nowhere. Just kidding, but most of them have 2 words. So Doom Claw, that's the American IPA I have right here.
Yes, sir.
Honey Tongue is a double IPA where we used over 100 pounds of locally sourced honey.
Wow.
In it, one of the favorites of mine right now is the Helene Wolf. It's this dark lager. It's kind of like that go-to when you don't want to make the decision on what beer you want.
Yeah, yeah.
It's sort of my standby. I love the Helene Wolf right now too.
So there's a bunch of great art throughout this facility, but tell me about the decks, man. There's got to be significance about those decks, right?
Absolutely.
Skateboards, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean the story is, back when we were doing our Kickstarter 5 years ago now, we offered this mug club membership called our Pro Model membership, and that included 12 people that bought into that tier. And so what they got were, first they're a mug club member, so they would get the mug.
Yes.
But they also would get their own customized skate deck. And they worked with 2 artists here from Jackson, Audra Lockwood and Joshua Abraham.
Oh, cool.
So every other one was done by one of the other artists, so Josh and Audra, and they paired up with one of the pro model members, and they kind of were like, hey, I would like you to do this. So
yeah,
the member designed it, sort of visualized it, and then the artist took it from there using their own style to
how cool
create
is that,
the look.
dude?
So yeah, they're completely custom and a permanent fixture of Ogma for sure.
Commemorated to those initial 12 members, man.
Yeah.
And obviously the customer base is growing. They have a really sweet wall of mugs up here in the front. And of course the art, which is beautiful, by the way, but it's also, it's like, it seems like it goes together, bro. Like, tell me about this.
I mean, honestly, we're a big part of Ogma is the art. So we kind of treat this wall here as an art exhibition.
Yeah.
Every 6 months we bring in a new artist. Our first artist was Audra, who also was responsible for the skate decks, half of them. But this artist is Zach Cox. He's from Jackson as well. He's a Bright Walls mural artist.
Oh, cool, man. All right.
And so the cadence isn't definite, but around every 6 to 8 months, we're bringing in a whole new set of art from a new artist, preferably from like Michigan or the area. Of course. So yeah, we throw a show for them, an opening reception show when we hang the art, and it's just a good evening to spend with the artists and their family and all that. It's
super sick, and the space is really, really nice too. The way it's done with the light color of the wall in the background, man, it makes the art pops, you know? Now, Andrew takes me to the back of the building where all the magic happens in their world of beer. So, this obviously must have been brought in. I mean, this is really awesome. You have a very nice space for it. Do you do all your brewing back here?
Everything that's poured through the taps out there comes from back here.
Wow, man, what an operation. It looks beautiful.
One of the biggest accomplishments was knocking out that back wall to get all this huge equipment in here. So it was a stressful few days there to get it all in here, no doubt. But
I bet
we're proud of how, I guess, efficient we were with the space back here. Like, there's not an inch that has gone wasted, no doubt. So.
Right. But you know, it looks like you guys have enough room to do your work. And how many brews can you make at a time? Yeah,
sure. So we've got the 4 firm tanks back here, and that kind of dictates how often we can brew. A beer generally has to stay in the firm tank between 2 weeks to 8 weeks, depending on the beer style. So, you know, Troy typically will do 10 barrel batches, and that's 2 cycles through the brew house here. So right now, we're sitting on 3 different beers that are just doing their thing, hanging out. For a few weeks.
You also do some canning. I saw some cans. You guys sell your cans?
So right now we do on-demand hand canning out front. There's a sealer out there. One of our big upgrades next year, we're going to get an actual canner so that we can do a little more mass production.
Wow, heck yeah.
And have cans ready to go so that people don't have to wait, you know.
Sure.
It's kind of cool to hand can it in front of them. I think people appreciate that, but it'll be way more enjoyable for us to be like, here you go.
Just like that.
Just like that.
A canned brew, dude. Check it out, my own. And this is the Japanese rice lager. I mean, you can just come in and order whatever one you would want, and they'll can that bad boy up for you. I'm really impressed with what I've seen, but there's so much more to come. After the break, I head into the kitchen to do some cooking with head chef Thomas Kale. Stay tuned.
Celebrate the season and drive through Nightlight's Christmas Light Show at Michigan International Speedway in Brooklyn, Michigan. Over 60 new displays this year. Open November 24th through December 31st, 5:30 to 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and 5:30 to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Pricing is $30 per car Sunday through Thursday and $35 per car Friday and Saturday. Cash and most credit cards are accepted. For more information, visit nightlightshow.com. Merry Christmas!
You protect your family. Are you protecting your home? Siding is the outer layer protecting your home from the elements. Take a close look at your siding. Is it warping, chipping, or fading? This could mean it's time to replace your siding. Trust your home to the Maze experts for siding protection.
The Chase is the hottest spot in Jackson. They're sure to have something for everyone. Large open dining spaces are available that are perfect for any team gathering. Offering delicious handcrafted pizza, available in hand-tossed or thin crust. Flavorful wings blasted with your favorite sauce. And Angus burgers that'll make any fan's mouth water. The Chase, the perfect place to spend the big game.
Mauer's Sunshine Car Wash is proud to be a professional and fast service in the Jackson area. You can relax and let our friendly staff clean your vehicle to a shine. Open Monday through Saturday, 7:30 to 6:30, Sunday 9 to 5. Or use one of our many self-serve bays, great for all vehicles, car, truck, or bikes. Try our other locations. Brooklyn Auto Wash in Brooklyn, Center Wash on Page Ave, keeping your vehicle clean for over 25 years. Mauer's Sunshine Car Wash on Ann Arbor Road.
Welcome to Youth Haven. This is an organization that began in 1968 to reach the underserved, the disadvantaged, and at-risk children here in Michigan and in Arizona. Through our on-site programs, our virtual camp programs, our after-school programs, the mail we send, we are offering hope and encouragement to children in need. We do all of this at no cost, and we have a need for donors and volunteers and others to help. You can visit our website at youthhaven.org to learn more.
Welcome back. Ogma Brewing Company, located in downtown Jackson, offers thoughtfully crafted beer that they brew by themselves and amazing food that they describe as delightfully different and dangerously delicious. And I can see why. Co-owner Andrew Volk gave me a tour of the brewery. Now, I'm headed into the kitchen with head chef Thomas Kale as he showcases some of his cooking skills. So this is tell me what it's called?
We just call it Polish fried rice.
Polish fried rice?
Yep, Polski fried rice.
So dude, besides this incredible rice, what else are you gonna whip up for us?
So, back to the basics for me, I guess. Just gonna make a pretty simple but delicious sushi bowl that we kind of make everything in-house.
Dude, yes, we're at the brewery and they have sushi bowls up in here. So
the base of any good thing, whether it be French or Asian or whatever, is gonna be butter. Good butter. Actually, anything you're frying on the grill. So I'm gonna start there, just a couple little spoonfuls. Then we have some flame roasted corn and some diced yellow onion.
Nice.
It's gonna go right on the grill. Shortly followed by our Polish sauerkraut, which is called kapusta. It's basically just a mixture of fresh cabbage and then fermented cabbage, sauerkraut.
Okay.
That we season and sweeten up a little bit with some Tanzanian honey and some beer from in the house and a few other things. But yeah, go right in the butter with that.
I love it. Okay, got it going, brother.
Next thing is some really good kielbasa sausage, and we get this from A&A, smoked kielbasa. Get that nice and buttery, get it grilling.
So you guys do a little bit of rotating on the menu. That's what they mentioned when I was coming in, and so you just saying that, I mean, is it, you keep some staples, but you're just always kind of making little changes here and there?
Yeah, I mean, we have our mainstays, but we like to be seasonal and keep things fresh and, keep people kind of guessing what's going to come next. So the Polish rice was actually one that we did last year, and then as the weather got warmer, it kind of became one of those things. It's a bit heavy, but, as it gets colder again, it's like the perfect dish to stay warm.
Dude, it sounds so good.
Awesome. So next thing is going to be some day-old rice, which is just, you know, some normal plain rice that we laid out and cooled down so it's nice and dry, so it'll soak up a lot of that sauce.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm just gonna go right on top of that.
Beautiful.
Boom. Then a little sesame oil.
Dang, the homemade kraut, some sausages, rice, fire roasted corn, onion, and then of course you can't do fried rice without an egg, right? So you notice that egg up on the grill too. Come on, dude.
All the good stuff.
Dang, Paul's back here shipping, knotting up these chives, green onions, hooking it up. You gotta have knife skills, you just have to, so.
All right, so while we got this cooking up, I'm just gonna move right along to our sushi bowl. So this is cold, so it's something I can just make and it's ready to go.
Yeah.
So start here with, this is Togarashi mayonnaise. Togarashi is like a Japanese 7-spice. It's just kind of like a blend of different things.
We always get Kewpie. I didn't know what that, so that's like a spiced mayo?
Yep, this is a mayo we make in-house and then season with Togarashi and some other good stuff.
Dude, Togarashi mayo.
Yep. So we'll start here. We'll throw a little tablespoon right in the bowl.
How, do you get people coming just being like, yo man, can I get a couple sides of that mayo to go?
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's what I would be doing,
Yeah,
dude.
it happens quite a bit, especially
Yeah.
this time. All right, and then it wouldn't be sushi without the sushi rice.
Yes.
Sushi roughly translates to served with rice. So most things with rice, especially with raw fish and that kind of stuff, can be considered sushi.
And he said sushi rice, so that is a different rice, than what he used here for their fried rice. This fried rice, that's a much more sticky rice. So.
Yep, we season it with some Japanese sweetened vinegar and some white wine vinegar and sugar. This is just some raw Atlantic salmon.
Wow.
We cubed up and tossed in a Korean gochujang sauce.
Oh, sweet.
Yep. Next thing I'm gonna make is some katsura, which is basically just cucumber that we roll down. I'll just start doing it. You can kind of, it's better than words.
Yeah, katsura.
Yeah. So it's like,
so he's peeling it.
It's made into sheets. And then after that, I'm gonna cut it into a nice julienne.
Wow, that's a one-of-a-kind method to peeling you can't even say that, filleting a cucumber, bro.
Right here. Boom. So this is a house-made teriyaki sauce, which is basically like a ginger soy reduction. You know, there's not much to it. Just a lot of soy sauce, sugar, and heat.
Wow.
Got a nice coating. Nice. Little kapusta. Sunny side up egg. And your sausages. A little bit of green onion.
Freshly sliced up.
Fresh sliced. A little bit more teriyaki on top. And last but not least, a little sesame seed.
Dude, that is for reals. Okay, so yeah, this is how it's done. Chef Thomas Kale hooking it up. We're in Jackson, and this is Ogma Brewing Company, ladies and gentlemen. So it is what's up right there. There's more to come, so stick around. Chef Thomas Kale finishes up the salmon sushi bowl, and then it's taste test time after these important messages.
Ogma Brewing Company is the new downtown chill spot with thoughtful beer and killer food. Ogma Brewing Company in downtown Jackson.
You need a plumber? From leak repairs to new construction. Grimes Plumbing Company, licensed and insured, proudly serves the Jackson area with fast, reliable service. No hot water, drains clogged? Call Grimes Plumbing today, proudly serving Jackson County.
What I would say to somebody coming into Grass Lake is to look at how caring the community is. The administrators, the staff, the teachers, parents, anybody that's part of the school has the best interest of the children in mind.
We care about our kids. I have a high schooler, and he gets emails all the time from his teachers. 8 o'clock at night, he's getting a text asking how they're doing, and we do the same thing at the middle school. Our staff cares. Our staff wants our kids to succeed, and they show that in so many ways.
I love the staff and the students. That's what keeps me here. I have a great school board who's very supportive, and they're open to new ideas.
I think teachers flourish in a place where they're allowed to be who they are. And then if they can be who they truly are as an educator, that's always better for the students because it's authentic. And I think that Grass Lake has afforded me the opportunity to be an authentic educator.
If you're looking for a personalized car buying experience, then visit the team at Auto Merchants. Buy, sell, and trade without the backroom haggling. You'll work with one person start to finish. Put our 30 years of financing experience to work finding your next ride.
Jackson Coffee Company. Roasted fresh in store so you can brew it at home.
Welcome back. I've been having an amazing time at Ogma Brewing Company, located in downtown Jackson. So far, co-owner Andrew Volk gave us a tour of the brewery, and head chef Thomas Kale made Polish fried rice that is unlike any you've ever had before. Now, Thomas is finishing up the salmon sushi bowl. On the plate, he has the togarashi mayo, sushi rice, raw cubed Atlantic salmon tossed in a Korean gochujang sauce, capsuro, super fresh avocado, and of course in-house pickled radishes.
Yep, everything we can do from scratch in-house, we do.
Made a freaking flour dog out of the radish.
And the next thing is a little bit of nori powder, which is basically just sushi nori, which is the black seaweed strips that hold it all together, make it taste like the ocean.
Yes.
You know, besides the fish. Just gonna take a nice little bit of that. Some thin sliced green onion. Some sesame seeds.
And that's just two of the dishes you can get here at the brewing company. These dudes are hooking it up. The hummus, dude. Something about your hummus like stands out, bro. Do you guys? Obviously you make it. Is it just is it a traditional garlic hummus, or do you do a flavored hummus, or what do you got going on?
Well, it's basically just garlic hummus, but we do two different kinds of garlic, I guess. So we just do a little bit of fresh garlic and then a whole bunch of confit garlic, which is just basically garlic that's fried really slowly in oil, and then until it's golden brown and awesome.
I see all these people enjoying their delicious food and crafted beer, and I think it's time for Chef Thomas and myself to take a break and enjoy the fun too. And first up, the Polish fried rice. From the egg and the sausage to the kraut and the texture of the rice, he puts all these pieces together. And although you wouldn't expect Polish fried rice to even go together, it's one of the best dishes I've had. And boy, does it fill you up. And to go with the delicious Polish fried rice, we had the Hellion Wolf. And what a fantastic dark beer that is. Chef Thomas is popular for his hummus, and it's easy to understand why. The flavors are excellent, and I know you think hummus is hummus, but trust me, it is not. The smoothness and the texture he has is incredible, along with that deep roasted garlic flavor. I mean, it is what it's supposed to be. Excellent. And with his toasted pitas, it's just the go-to appetizer here. And now, on to the salmon sushi bowl. From the homemade togarashi seasoned mayo to the excellent textured sushi rice, raw, fresh, cubic Atlantic salmon, and the way he tossed it in that Korean gochujang sauce just set it off. They dust it with some of the nori powder to give it that awesome oceanic, like umami flavor. Of course, he's got the beautiful pickled radish rose to kind of top it off. This dish is just out of sight. Chef Thomas, I want to hear a little bit about your ever popular version of the beef dip.
We use like the bread from like a traditional Cuban sandwich, so it's kind of got that cornmeal kind of flavor to it. Then we kind of throw that in with like the traditional French beef dip, sandwich with the au jus and the cheese and braised beef that we braise in house for 6-7 hours. And then it's like a little bit of that muffaletta spread, which is 2 different kinds of olives, manzanilla olives and black olives, and then some hot Chicago peppers. You mix it up into a spread and gives it a little bit of that tang, a little bit of spice.
Before we end this episode, we had to grab a couple more beers. Thomas tries the Cerebral Scrub, which is a double IPA, and I try the Starcurst, which is a cherry sour. And man, are they delicious. With that, it's time to say goodbye. As you can see, Ogma Brewing Company is not your typical brewery. Delightfully different and dangerously delicious is how they describe their food, and I would have to agree 100%. Along with thoughtfully crafted beer and a friendly staff, this is a place I'll come back again and again. Dine in or take out. And don't forget to get an Ogma Mug Club membership. You'll love the club perks. Until next time, I'm Adrian Sharp, and you've been watching Food Circus.
When it comes to wealth management, Schwab can light the way. We're in your neighborhood, so we can get to know you and your goals. Our commitment to a better investing experience means price transparency and keeping your investing costs low. And we never charge a fee to work with a financial consultant, all backed by a satisfaction guarantee. Come see us today.
Jackson Public Schools, better than ever. District-wide building additions and improvements, 21st century learning furniture, added safety and security measures, and technology advancements for every classroom. All part of Jackson Public Schools' continued commitment to our students and our community. We are dedicated to providing our students the tools and environment to succeed. There is no better place for our students to learn than in person at Jackson Public Schools. Jackson Public Schools, bringing our community together to build a culture of academic excellence and workforce readiness. Go Vikings!
Insurance companies are bragging all the time about their convenient photo app programs. The only convenience or advantage is to the insurance company. On average, these apps short your claim by thousands of dollars. If your insurance company requires you to take a photo to get paid, let Trips help. We'll take the photo, we'll write the estimate, so you get paid what you deserve, and we do this at no charge. Even if you don't have us fix your car, we can help. At Trips, the right repair is no accident.
Well, having found an interest in wine, I quickly discovered that there wasn't really a lot of choices for good quality wine in Jackson, so if I wanted it done right, I had to do it myself. So with that in mind, I opened Cork and Cap and chose wines specifically to be pairing wines for your meal. We have wines in every price range from $5.99 to $599 if you wanted to go that way, but you don't need to. There's great wine. Most of the wine we sell is in the $10 to $15 bottle range, and it works great with a variety of food. I guess over the years I've learned a lot about wine, and I love to share it. And could probably tell you a story about just about every bottle of wine we have here in the store. Thank you for supporting Jackson's local fine wine retailer, home brewing, and winemaking supply store.